Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. This is a collective reading and it is timeless, so whenever and however you come across this video, it's the right time for you to be getting this message. And we've been pulling one card randomly every morning from the MEGADECK. You can look down in the description below. If you are new to the channel and you are not familiar with how the MEGADECK was built and how it was all put together. And if you are new here to the channel, please feel welcome in this space. The only thing you're ever going to hear on this channel is love and support and encouragement as we are all going through our various paths trying to live our most authentic lives and being our most authentic selves. And if you guys have been here more than twice, you've heard that ad nauseum. But you know what? I'm not going to apologize for repeating myself on things that I think are important, like living your authentic life. So, in any event, I don't think that anybody should go through life having to apologize for what they believe to be true for themselves. That's the whole point of being authentic, right? So, today's card is pulled from the Crystal Grid Oracle deck from Nicola McIntosh by Nicola McIntosh, and it is card number 54, the Key. And this looks like a very interesting reading, a very, very interesting grid that we've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got an octagon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An octagon, a hexagon, or an octagram and a hexagram, depending on which way you want to look at it, as open figures or as closed figures in terms of geometry. But we have the number 9. We know that the number 9 is the third of the perfected Tesla 369 numbers. And I've talked a lot about the number 3, not so much about the number 6, and not a lot about the number 9. And I just wanted to give you guys some background, quick background on the number 9 and why it is so important, why it is so strong, why it's so powerful. In angel numerology, the number 9 represents completion, fulfillment, and the end of a cycle. It's often associated with humanitarianism, compassion, and a call to serve others, indicating a time to use your wisdom and empathy to positively impact the world around you. It can represent completion and closure, representing a significant significant phase in your life is coming to an end, making a way for new beginnings. A higher purpose, it can be a nudge to focus on your life's mission and to use your talents to serve others with kindness and generosity. It can represent a spiritual awakening, a spiritual enlightenment, the deeper understanding of yourself and the universe, or an expansion in empathy and compassion. This number can be representing even more empathy and compassion coming into your experience. In terms of structure and geometry, the number 9 is formed only one way by multiplication. Well, two ways. 1 times 9, which is not really anything, right? 3 times 3. 3 is the most stable number that we have. It is the first number that you can use to create any kind of geometric structure at all, because you can't create anything geometrically with a dot, and you can't create anything geometrically with a line, which is what the first dimension, second dimension. We are in the third dimension, which gives us our ability to have depth, to be able to see things in 3 dimensions, which is origin, the direction, as well as time, really is where that comes in. So the number 9 is a very powerful number. I also want to talk a little bit about our stone today. I'm not familiar with camerite, and I wanted to get some information on it. There's several other stones that this grid also has in it, and I haven't looked in the book to see what the reading says. I try not to do that because I want to give you guys all of the messages, all of the energy transmissions that are coming to us from the cards themselves. I know you don't have the benefit of the card, but you have the benefit of the image of the card. that I personally took with my camera and uploaded and cleaned it up so that it was all pretty for you guys. So that's what I do for you every morning, just FYI. And it takes a little while. It's probably a little more complicated process than just doing a, sticking a camera on me and going, okay, click, and I'm recording. But in any event, Camerite is a rare chromium-rich variety of clinochlore. It's a member of the chlorite family. The color can range from dark red to purple and even violet, depending on how many chromium impurities are in it. It was first discovered in 1849, and it can only be found a few places in the on the planet. Russia, Norway, Sweden, Finland, United States, and recently Turkey, but it's only been discovered a handful of times. And this is from the crystalcouncil.com website. I encourage you guys to go check that out. I don't have any affiliation with them. I'm sure they don't even know who I am or that I keep throwing their name out there. But I like the website. It's very clean, very easy to navigate. It's got all sorts of good, useful information. It's also got an app that you can download on your phone and see if you can identify stones with the app, which is also fun. So, meaning and energy. The Camerite is a high-tiered stone that harnesses the key to unlocking your soul. Okay, I'm going to tell you that I'm pretty sure the author of this website and this particular story about Camerite online, and the artist and Nicola McIntosh that created this oracle deck, I'm pretty sure they didn't have a conversation about this, but they are both saying this is a key, that this stone is a key to unlocking your soul. So you can really look at this card as a multi-dimensional, trans-dimensional portal for you if you want to access that. Okay? It can assist in helping you rise out of your physical body. The physical rays of this stone assist in bridging the spiritual and physical worlds together. This can allow you to ascend to a higher plane of consciousness. Within these tireless realms, an experienced practitioner can navigate their spirit to endless dimensions full of knowledge. This includes access to the Akashic Records, which is an ancient astral plane that holds the truth to life and the universe. It's suggested to meditate with the stone or the energy of the stone directly over your third eye or crown chakra. These upper activation points of the body, when awakened together, allow you the ability to see past your third dimensional realm. For those of you who practice remote viewing, lucid dreaming, and astral recall, there are very few stones stronger than Camerite. This mineral's energies are most abundant in the dream realm, which require your consciousness to be vibrating at a higher level. Well, that's very, very interesting. So that's our information that we've got on Camerite for the stone. And I haven't looked up to see. I'm going to guess that we've either got garnet or amethyst back there. What else have we got back there? I'm not looking at the Camerite, amethyst, aventurine, and quartz. So the green stones, aventurine. So very strong heart chakra as well as crown and third eye. The key. There's mountains in the background here, and it's a feather? It's a feather. This is a feather in the background. Wisdom coming to us from divine realms. Is there something that you've been curious about? Thinking about exploring? Kind of interested in, but there's some question. There's not necessarily fear, just a question in your mind. Is that the right thing for you to try out? Well, you know you're never going to know for sure unless you give it a try. This is your key. This is a key to whatever realm you are wanting to explore. This energy of this stone, the Camerite, in connection with the amethyst and aventurine, are opening up in multiple dimensions wisdom and knowledge and messages from the divine realms, from the multiple dimensions above this third dimension, from your spirit team, your spirit allies, your angels, God, however you define that which cannot be defined. But this is the key. This is so cool. I love this. And so much energy with these grids, with the octagon and the hexagon built into each other. It's creating basically a 14-point grid. It's just so much power. All I feel, I can just feel it's very undefined, because it's going to be specific to each of you individually, each of us, whoever listens to this video. But this is a very powerful portal energy. I just feel like it almost feels like not like a black hole, but don't you feel kind of drawn in? Like you can feel something opening up as you are approaching. It's getting bigger. That's the impression I'm getting from the card. Let's take a look in the book and find out what it says for us. There will be an exercise at the end of this reading, and you are encouraged to take part in that. It does give you the opportunity to make a much more direct connection with the energy of this portal card. This is card number 54, the key, representing the key, love and knowledge. And as I said, we have camerite, amethyst, aventurine, and quartz in our grid here. Camerite is a relatively rare stone that forms a magnificent pinkish purple crystal. As it is an extremely soft stone, it's not generally faceted for use in jewelry. It's mainly found alongside serpentine, which is a beautiful mint green color, and the combination of the two is something special. Is there just one key that opens everything? Or is life about finding a series of keys to open up the next door for you to step through? When you draw this card, it's about finding the key you need to unlock the next chapter. You are the key. Camerite has an exceptional way of helping you unlock your soul. Working with the crown, third eye, and heart chakras, it allows energy and wisdom to flow through you and unlocks all that clouds you from seeing what you need to see and that which no longer serves you. When you meditate or journey with the energy of this stone, you can access the infinite wisdom of the universe. It is asking you to travel within in order to find answers from other planes of existence. Within the center stone of this grid is a purple heart near the middle. I'm looking for it. I think I see it. Do you see it, guys? Okay. Within the center stone of this grid is a purple heart near the middle. Your heart is the key to unlocking so much more than you know. The universal energy is one of love. So when you resonate at the same vibration and open yourself up to love, this energy will come back to you because you are it. Every being on this planet responds to love, whether plant, animal, crystal, or human. When you open your heart to love, you open your world to receive. Camerite allows you to access endless dimensions of knowledge, including the Akashic records. If it is wisdom and guidance you seek, this is your stone. When you unlock the other realms available to you at any time, you learn there is no separation, and that guidance is just an inner step away. And our exercise for the day, if you haven't heard of the Akashic records, it's time to research them. Journeying there can provide you with the information you need to take the next step, as you can access information from all lifetimes, past, present, and future. It's like a library, and once you journey there, you will understand how much benefit it can be. Meditating with this stone and the energy of the stone and simply asking for it to share its knowledge with you while you sit with it can be highly beneficial. Take notice of any signs you receive, whether they are visual, words, feelings, smells, or any other way you receive your signs, and remember that Spirit communicates with us in many ways. Wow, that's something. I told you guys, pretty powerful stuff here. If you would like to get an up close and personal connection with this card, I encourage you to take your non-dominant hand. You've got chakras in the palm of your hand and also your fingertips as well. You can place your hand either directly on the screen if you don't have an interactive screen, like a laptop. If you've got a phone that you're watching this video from, just put your hand over and let it hover over, but you'll feel that connection. You'll feel the energy. And if you close your eyes and you pay attention to that connection. If you start noticing that connection that you can feel in your hand, when you place it over and hover, you can feel it. As soon as I draw near, I can feel it's about 2 inches away from my laptop screen is where I start making the connection. And as soon as you do, if you close your eyes and you concentrate on feeling that connecting space between the image and your hand, you will start getting images. You'll start hearing things. You may start smelling things or tasting something. You may feel a warmth in the small of your back. This is your Kundalini rising. You may feel a warmth and expansion in your chest, like your heart is too big to be enclosed within your rib cage. That can also happen. You can feel even lightheaded possibly. So there's a lot of physical manifestations that come in a variety of forms when you make these connections, these intentional connections with the energy from whatever. Okay, in this case, from this card. But there were several things I just wanted to touch. I can quickly on this. I just glanced at the timer. We've been talking a lot in past readings about releasing, how we need to make room for more new good stuff coming in. This card is inviting you to allow the energy and wisdom of the crown, third eye, and heart chakras to flow through you. We were just talking in the last reading before this about being a conduit for abundance. This is literally exactly what it is saying here in this card. You are the key. You are the key. I don't want you to forget that. If you feel like you're stuck, you're not making any progress on something, whatever it is, you are the key. And I got a really strong picture earlier this morning before I even pulled this card. I like to listen to different kinds of meditations first thing in the morning to kind of set for the day, as well as kind of prep for how to pull a card for an energy reading for you for today. So that's kind of my little process that I do before I do a reading. And the picture I got so clearly today was talking about how we are not the image we see in the mirror. When we look in the mirror, we understand this mentally. When we stand in front of a piece of glass or something that reflects our image back to us, we understand it's just a reflection. But we don't remember, we forget a lot that what we are dealing with in the external world, the situations and things that are coming up, they're just the reflection of where we have been mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. What energy we have been creating with our words, our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions. Those 4 points, okay? They're very, very crucial. If you're not paying attention to what's going on in your head and how you're feeling, you're going to just be creating chaos, and things are going to look chaotic around you. We know in this collective specifically for folks that have been following along with these videos. I know you guys have been very much mindful of what you're thinking and feeling and doing. And so this is just confirmation for you. But the picture that I got today was we can't drive, we can't actually function from that mirror image. Have you ever tried like fastening something that you're not familiar with and you're trying to do it by looking at the image in the mirror? You have to kind of go backwards. You have to do the reverse. So if it feels like you would move right to do it in the mirror, you have to actually move left, or, you know, instead of going forward, you need to go backward. Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever tried doing something by looking at the mirror reflection? Well, that's what we're doing when we are operating, reacting to things that are happening in our external environment. We are operating from that mirror image, and we are forgetting that we created this image by what we were thinking and feeling and saying and doing weeks before. There is a time lag in the energetic manifestation and the physical manifestation. It can take anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks, pretty much, depending on how strong and how consistent that energy is. So that's why we are always very much trying to be mindful of what energy we're creating, because we are literally creating our environment and our experience by what we are doing, thinking, saying, feeling. So in any event, I think that's all I need to add for this, but that you are the key. And that's the point of this reading. Stop trying to operate from the reflection in the mirror. You are the key. And you have infinite wisdom available to you. You don't need this stone in your hand. You don't even need this card in your hand. You don't even need the image in front of you. You can simply close your eyes and make that conscious effort to connect with divine wisdom, with God, with Source, with the universe. Again, however you call it. What you know to be true for you is what you need to do. And in this case, you are the key. I just love that. I think I'm going to just keep this card up in front of me for the day. I've got to work today. This is a working day for me. So I'm going to be a little late on the weekly readings, and I apologize for that. But you guys are so amazing. Thank you so much for being here today. If you haven't already liked, subscribed, shared, and you want to do that, I encourage you to. I don't make any money from these videos. This will never be a monetized channel. That's not the point. That's not the reason why I'm here. I am here for you. This channel is here because you are here. So thank you so much for joining us on this journey. If you feel like commenting on anything from the reading, or if the collective can send you energy for healing on anything, feel free to drop those comments as well. I love you. Have the most amazing, fantastic day. Don't forget, you are the key. Namaste and ciao for now.